And in the end, I said, well, I thought to myself, well, it's probably better that because I knew Gary's dad in particular, it's probably better that I do go and do this because I have a sense of what this actually, to me, this isn't a football story. To me, this is a story about a man who was a husband, son, father, brother, um, who'd tragically taken his own life. That's what the story was to me. It wasn't football star dies. It was kind of, there was much more to it than that as I was seeing it. So I just thought it would probably be better if that was reflected rather than that just people said, oh, it's a great loss for football. Because in a way, it really wasn't it was a great loss for football. But, football just carries on. There are other football and stuff. The cataclysmic loss was about the people who he'd left behind. That was the loss, like his sons, Eddie and Tommy. So that was that was the aim of the exercise, but it was a brutally hard day because obviously we were at Ellen Road for most of it, and even as I arrived in darkness, what was it, late November, wasn't it? So I was there about 5 o'clock in the morning, and the flowers were already appearing around the foot of the Bremner statue, and people were coming and standing. We were right by the Bremner statue. People were coming and standing to lay flowers or cards down or scarves or shirts or whatever. And I was there, so people would come and have a conversation with me. And, so that's where you were right in the midst of this thing that was now developing in terms of that people were coming to terms with, trying to get to come to terms with what was happening. So they wanted to talk about it. Absolutely, they did. My phone was ringing constantly. I had Talk Sport ringing up and asking for stuff, and loads of that kind of people wanting sort of journalistic reaction, perhaps, as somebody who was sort of known to had a good link with Gary or a good, being friends with Gary. So I had all that going on. I had conversations with people, and I was trying to I was doing reports constantly in the meantime as well. I had to race back to the studio to edit a piece together from the footage that we had, and then went back to do more at Ellen Road. And after like 12 hours of it, that's the point. That's the YouTube clip, basically. So at that point, I was I think my head had gone, basically. And, well, it had. And so I just couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't do it anymore.